Hello and welcome to MGP327. I'm Kevin. With me as ever, there's Sheepdog, Anna and Pab. Say hello, boys and girls.
Hello.
Hello.
All right, Pab, cheer up. Goodness me.
Yeah, I know what's coming, that's why.
What? Nothing's... What do you think's coming?
I don't know.
You just said you're not really... what's happened to you?
We have a week off because Pab can't be bothered to do a show, and all of a sudden he's Mr. Confuddled. Doesn't know what's going on.
I'm fine. You've got in my head. That's what it is. You've psyched me out.
How has it taken this long? Normally, I get in someone's head much quicker than this.
You got in my head pretty quick, but I mask it well.
You happy with how the first 90 seconds of the show's gone this week, Pab? You enjoying it?
90 seconds, yeah. Yeah, it's been all right so far.
Nothing you'd change about any of it?
Me, personally, no.
Nothing that felt a little long to you?
Nope, we're all fine.
See, I always feel like it's not that long, and then when I'm sat there watching the line go across the screen and I'm having to hold my breath because I don't want to interrupt it, because I don't think... Have we ever mentioned that we could easily start talking and it would play over it and mix it in, and if we added words or
every single... I have sat there with a notepad trying to write lyrics to the song. I could just sing along.
I just was biting down on my finger just so I didn't do anything. It's the only way I could control myself. I needed to just hold it all in as hard as I could, and it's a challenge. The theme tune is only too long because I'm such a child.
The best part is, Pab, have you got your edits available now? Can you drop them in? The best part is, poor old Pab came to us before the show and said, I've got some edits of the jingle for you to have a listen to. You've got some what, Pab? You've done what? Why would you think the jingle needs editing? The jingle's been in place for 7 years. What have you been doing? Please tell me you've not wasted some time on this. But fair play to him. He's a master of the editing suite.
It's not.
We don't know where he got these ideas from, but go on, Pab.
Let's hear version 1. We want the really short one, because this one,
this
one is spot on.
Okay.
That is much more like it. I like that a lot.
You like the shortened one, do you? Yeah.
I do. Yeah. It cuts out all of that time.
Yeah. That is about a, 5-second jingle?
Well, I asked for 7 to 10 seconds, I think. That was the sweet spot. And have you got the other one as well? I want, because this one is perfect. This is about a 20-second cut. If you don't want to hear it, just fast forward 20 seconds. But this one, you won't even know where he's cut it. It's done so well. Listen really hard coming up. You'll still struggle to spot it. Seamless. Absolutely seamless.
You know how hard it was. I listened to that for a good...
Evidently quite hard.
It's not easy to get the... I literally just going cut, just trying to...
You don't
guess.
say.
I was just guessing at a certain point. I was like, I don't know how to get this. And I just went, right, just start cutting like milliseconds off at a time. And it just wasn't... That was the best I got it for about probably an hour's worth of me trying to do that.
You have no idea how happy it makes me to know that you spent an hour on that.
It took me... I wasn't solely doing that. You know what I mean? I was just faffing with it, tinkering. It did take... I did spend about an hour doing both of them, to be fair, combined. But the first one was...
The bulk of the time was on that first one.
Yeah.
But you could have probably learned to play it on an instrument quicker than you spent on that, I reckon.
I would be really happy if you did a recorder version of it next week.
We didn't get a single a cappella version sent through. I'm outraged. We had a week off to let people catch up because there was obviously, a delay. But no, even a week on from that, we've not had one submission through. Genuinely disappointed.
Maybe because no one's actually got a problem with it.
Pab, if I buy you a recorder, will you learn to play the theme tune on it?
No. How much time do you think I've got?
You just go enough time to sit there doing that.
Well, there you go. Sheepdog sounds like he's got a knack for it. Send it over to Sheepdog.
It's not hard to play a recorder. It's just whistling, but with a stick in
Do it then.
your lips.
Whistling with a stick.
It is. Just isn't that what I give them to kids?
I thought they gave them to kids because it doesn't hurt if you hit each other with them, which obviously is what you spend most of your time doing with them. See,
at my kids' school, they play the ocarina.
The what now?
They do not.
They do.
You mean the ocarina
lessons. I don't know. It's like I assumed it was said like the Macarena. I thought that was where the song got its name from.
Sheepdog, we do a gaming podcast. You should know how to say ocarina.
Yeah, but I hear it be said by Americans, Japanese people. You know, I never know who's saying it right. We had this issue before.
They don't say. I've never heard ocarina ever.
You've made a fool of yourself there, Sheepdog.
Yeah, I don't like Zelda games anyway, do I?
Wow.
Old Zelda with his bow and arrow.
Wow.
Exactly. So there was another reason we had a week off last week. It wasn't just to give Pab time to work on his music. Anna, at the very last minute, told me that we had to go and see Captain Marvel at the cinema. She forced me to go and see it.
You're such a liar. I wasn't even that bothered. You're like, got to go and see it. Got to go and see it on opening night.
Somebody booked tickets for launch night like 3 weeks before because they were really excited, and the media tells me it couldn't have been me because I'm a white male, so it must have been you.
No, afraid not.
Have you two been to see Captain Marvel yet?
Yep, not yet.
Oh, Sheepdog, you know the rules. You have to go and see Captain Marvel.
Sheepdog, I did ask him
You're
to
the
ask
social
you
justice warrior of all of us.
But
you
he wouldn't.
definitely should have been there.
I agreed with my wife that I could go and see it on my own because we can't get the time and space to both go together. But I haven't had the chance yet. She was going to go on her own and I was going to go on my own rather than us going on a date.
Wow.
I know, but I haven't had a chance yet, so don't spoil it. I don't even want to know if you think it's good, to be honest, so let's move on. Honestly, I should have said this pre-show. Let's not talk about the big film that I don't know whether it's good or not. I've avoided any kind of opinion so far. Well, I assume it's good. I assume that idiot men are saying it's bad. It's, usual stuff with any film with a woman in it.
Well, we're not allowed to comment, so... that's the official MGP stance on it, apparently. That's what if Marvel are looking for a quote to put on the poster from us, that's all we're able to say.
I'm only kidding, obviously.
Despite being told to go to the cinema by himself, decided to stay at home instead.
I've been busy. I've had a lot of stuff going on. No, genuinely, obviously, say whether it's good. Just don't spoil it.
No, I refuse.
Fine.
Well, if people want to know what I thought of it, I talked about it on the vlog and I talked about it on Twitter, and it was very good. So there you go.
So you just said.
Look, I know full well that if I have 3 points to make, Sheepdog's not listening to the third one, so that was completely safe. I said the first two things. He realised they weren't interesting to him, zoned out, didn't hear the final part. It's fine.
Are you talking?
See? Problem solved. So I suppose we better... Here's me trying to be topical and talk about the big thing. We might as well go back to talking about video games then. Yeah, I don't know. There's one of those that's come out as well, a big one that Anna's been playing. I assume Pab's been playing it too.
Maybe.
The reenactment of the old second division from the Football League is what I understand it is.
Yeah, the League Two.
Yeah, exactly. How are you finding League Two?
Hard being by myself. It is quite tough on your own.
Is this like a story sequel, or is it like the world ended again, or is it just like a continuation?
So,
it's in a different. It's in Washington this time instead of New York, and it's set. It's set like 7 or 8 months after the initial outbreak, or something like that. So yeah,
the world didn't end properly the first time. Then, if we had another 8 months.
Well, no, because they had the dollar flu, and the dollar flu was quite bad. And now
dollar flu,
yeah,
spread through money
on Black Friday.
Yeah.
So yeah, people went mad on Black
But
Friday.
people don't use. Is this set in the distant past?
Yeah.
Who carries cash? I'd be completely safe from this. I haven't touched Catch for years.
Maybe that's all the people, all the playable characters are the people who just spent their Black Fridays on Amazon.
They haven't thought this storyline through. Unless you can catch it through PayPal as well, I'm safe.
The hardcore people who survived out and about would be the ones who are surrounded by giant TVs just smashing each other in with them.
Well, that's the thing. It's a lot of it now isn't necessarily the flu that's the problem. It's the results of the flu sort of thing, of like the looters and the gangs and the structures that like just collapse.
So they're using the same premise as The Walking Dead. Then the Walking Dead are the people all killing each other because there's nothing better to do.
Pretty much. Yeah. Well, I could see that. Yeah, but it's not really zombies. It's more.
It doesn't have to be zombies. They're just wiling out. Okay, so what have they added to this? Is it just still go around looting and killing each other, and if you go into a certain area that's fun, everyone's there being idiots killing you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it does to me seem like very much the same. I've not been played anywhere near as much. I've pretty much played up to where I did in the beta, and I liked what I'd played in the beta, and it was just more of the Division. I've not seen I've not seen anything mentioned in the Dark Zone, or I'm not even got to the Dark Zone yet. Is it? Have you been in there, Anna?
No, I know where they are, but I have not.
Right.
You have to find a person first before you can go there.
Right.
So I basically played the mission that I did in the beta, and now I'm on a second mission that I didn't do. And that's it. I haven't really done anything. I'm finding it really difficult being on my own.
Really?
Yeah. But it's just because I'm not very good at shooters.
Oh, right.
But it's just hard. I don't know. Like, I keep dying a lot.
I've not found it difficult to say, but I've only pretty much, like I say, done what I did in the beta, and it was, like I said, I knew what was coming. So,
did you get a free teddy bear with yours, Pab?
A free teddy bear? No, I've got it on PC.
See, Anna got a teddy bear with hers.
Yeah,
did you check it for cameras?
Yeah. Has it got the dollar flu in it?
I hope not, but
it might have. Keep it in the bag.
You interrupted my warning there might be a camera in it, a legitimate warning, to suggest there might be a mythical flu in it, and somehow they are more concerned about the mythical flu, Pab. If they're being spied on,
you know what we do for a living, don't you? An extra camera in the house isn't going to be an issue.
Well, an unsolicited one just sat there filming you when you turn the cameras off and turn extra racist. I mean, what?
We have a little dog camera now that I used to send Anna pictures
to
of
film me. How dare you?
Over.
Interesting. Is it supposed to go on Dave and just like get his?
Someone sent it to us for that purpose, but I set it up on Anna's desk in the living room, and she was asleep on the sofa, and I realised it had a microphone on it, and I could talk to her from upstairs through the thing. I could both talk to her, hear her, and see her. It was excellent. It was like being in the room with her.
Excellente.
Wow.
You should film the episode of Lost we never got. They were supposed to do an episode entirely from the dog's perspective, and they never did it.
Well, that's probably because it sounds terrible.
Well, no, because the dog had been roaming the island for the entire series, so they were going to do it from like season 1 to that point in season 6 and reveal all the secrets, which would have been epic.
That would have been.
Yeah, but he wouldn't have understood what they were saying. It would have just been all in nonsense sounds.
Because dogs don't just hear blah, 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 blah. They hear in English and just don't understand it.
Yeah, so for it to be truly from the dog's perspective, we can't understand the words he's saying.
Well, no, the dog just looks at them and they go, I've got this secret that I've not told anyone. It doesn't matter, there's only a dog there. I'll tell you this secret anyway. And the dog will just wander off.
It's a plot device to me. Dogs don't really understand what's going on.
Yeah, it is a plot device. It would have been great.
This is why I'm glad you weren't a writer on Lost.
Oh, you'd have loved it if I was. Just put the camera on Dave and let him out.
The camera falls off Dave. I've tried it loads of times. He rolls over and pushes it off him. I tried to strap a GoPro to him, and he basically turned the costume inside out.
Oh, he really did. Actually, that's what he did. So.
Why don't you try and sneak up on an owl, put it on the owl, and see what happens?
I've never seen an owl in real life.
Not even
Really?
a bird show?
Why would I be at a bird show?
I don't know.
Not even on the moon?
I frequently find myself stroking owls at events.
Why? What kind of weird owl stroking events are you going to?
I don't know. Whenever I go out with my family,
to see the biggest movie of the year so far, you've been stroking owls.
Yeah, I go out with my family, and it's like we're wandering along, we're looking at stuff on tables, and then there's a woman there with an owl, and we all give it a stroke, and then we leave. It happens at least like 8 or 9 times a year. I mean, I've stroked so many owls. I can't speak. I'm having a stroke. I've stroked so many owls, like in the past year. I've lost count. It's ridiculous. I don't understand. I reckon you're just not seeing, and maybe it's a colour blindness thing.
I don't go out much, and when I do go out, I certainly don't go to owl shows.
I'm not going to an owl show. I'm going to a field and someone's there with an owl on their arm.
Why are you going to a field?
I don't know. My wife drags me to a lot of weird things that I just don't... I'm just there for the owls. I just go along to add to my owl collection. I'll start taking pictures in future. I reckon if I took more pictures, if I Instagrammed my life more, you wouldn't be as confused.
Oh, no, your Instagram wouldn't be the same if it wasn't just those 2 pictures of you in a cave.
They're not even of me. They're of other people. I took them.
I think your Instagram should be that forever.
I did say something like, that's your Camelot, because I was in Camelot, and round it off.
So, the Division 2.
Division's good.
If the publishers of the Division are listening and you want a quote for your poster, there you go. That's our review of that.
I heard their servers went down earlier or something like that. Is that right?
Did they? I don't know.
Yeah, they did. I was on it. Went down. It signed me out. I went back in. I was 49,000 in the queue, and within 5 minutes I was back on it. So there was no downtime. Because, like, it was literally 2 minutes I was out. Like, I was waiting in the queue, and then I got back in, played my game. It kept saying shutdown of servers is imminent, and it didn't do it. So it was basic. They were doing it for 5 minutes. They were just taking it down for a bit of maintenance, but they turned it off. I logged back in instantly and was fine. So I don't know what people are moaning about. But people like to moan about everything.
Moaners.
Have you had any trouble with queues since then?
No. That was the only one.
I found it really odd when I logged in and it went, you're 17th in the queue. I've just booted the game up. What? I'm 17th in the queue.
Well, it's because people got it 3 days early, didn't they?
Yeah. I was like, I don't understand why I'm queuing up to get into the menus. But then it was literally seconds. I didn't even have a chat. I didn't even have a chance to complain that it was like I was 17th in the queue. It had already logged me in by that point, so I've not had any trouble getting on myself.
No. So I got mine yesterday. I believe there was a 40 gig download. I'm not sure because I made Kev put it in for me.
Yeah, I did that on PC, on PS. Was it consoles or PS4? I don't know.
PlayStation. I'm not sure where it was at with everybody else. But I heard there was a 90 gig download. So
what?
Yeah,
90 gig.
90 gig. That's like 2 days before I heard there'd be a 90 gig day one patch for
it. Seems insane because
it does.
Like my game to download on the PC was 41 gig.
It's mad. I don't know, but
I don't understand. Yeah.
It does need some polish.
Hassling an owl in the background. I can hear an owl barking.
Kevin. You try and talk in this, and you got Kevin going about owls. Can you be quiet?
Well, you can't hear a dog barking.
Yeah, he did that. He's muted himself. Sheepdog. Sheepdog's actually stuck.
The game needs polish. I am getting excessive texture popping.
Yeah.
It just seems it's not had as much polish as it could have had. But I guess it's day one. What am I meant to expect? You know what I mean? Like
a fully finished game is what.
I
know,
it's some sort of effort.
It is finished. It is finished. I just don't know whether the consoles can do it. The consoles are reaching the limit, I think.
Maybe.
And I mean, the consoles are what, six going on 7 years nearly.
3 years old now, so
yeah, but the console itself is still got a it might be reached, because like I say, I'm on PC and I've not had any popping issues like texture poppings, so I don't know if it's just running for. Okay. So maybe it's just running for. It's trying to reach PC level, graphics, and it can't quite reach there.
Yeah, maybe, but it's not. It doesn't hinder me in any way. It's just the look of it and stuff. Sometimes you're like, oh, that it doesn't look right.
Yeah, and then it just pops in, and you're like, oh, there it is. Yeah.
But apart from that, like when I'm moving, shooting feels good. It's the Division a bit more. Do you know what I
mean? Yeah. I mean, I was the same. I was like, more Division. Then I started shooting the people again, like actually just taking out the bad guys, and I was like, oh, this feels actually quite good. This is quite good. I remember now. This is a good game. I was just happy. It was like, yeah, I'll play more of this. This is fine. This is just a good shooter. And which one which perk did you pick, or whatever? Is it like the?
I have a drone and chems, so I shoot like a noxious gas at them that can inhibit them sometimes, which is quite fun.
There's something sad because they weren't all in the beta, so I was looking at them all today, and there's the one that you shoot the gas at them that's flammable. I was like, that is really cool.
Yeah, there's one where like it's a foam and it puts them in place. That's quite funny.
That was good. Yeah. I've still only got the. You go for the mandatory. Yeah, I've got to get a drone. I've got to get.
Obviously. But there's 2 different drones, isn't there? There's
like 3 of each. There's like 3 of it, different type of each one. It's really cool. So I'm looking forward to doing that. Getting some different drones and some turrets and what have you. The turrets are always cool.
You gotta love a turret.
Yeah, it's a really good game. It's from what I've played so far. It looks nice. Plays fine. I don't know if I got it for playing the beta, but I got like a hazmat suit or something.
Yep, I got that too.
I couldn't find how the hell you're meant to equip it for 20 minutes because I didn't understand what the hell. I was like, well, okay, I've got my knee pads, I've got my gloves, I've got my hat or whatever it is, or my mask. I was like, where's my jacket or whatever? And I was like, it's a completely different menu. So now I'm running around looking like in like a hazmat suit. It's like a beigey silvery colour. And there's this big backpack on. I like a Ghostbuster. Like I'm running around DC as a Ghostbuster.
So I have purple hair.
Did you start off with purple hair?
No, I just wanted purple hair.
See, I booted it up and it kind of froze you straight into the character creation. It was just some purple haired woman. It was like, there you go, off you go. Is that what you want? And I went, yeah, that's a bit random, isn't it? Just some. I was like, okay, yep. So yeah, I think I'm doing something similar.
But so we've talked about that. Can we just talk about Just Cause 4? Because oh my god, that game is awful.
Awful.
Oh my god, it's awful. The look of it, the fit is just everything about it is awful. So it came out free on Games Pass, I believe.
Yes.
I downloaded it onto the Xbox. Now we have an Xbox S, so we have the white one.
Yeah.
So we don't have the 4K.
Yeah.
We have an Xbox, and oh my god, it is awful. The game itself, I know, is just like a bit of fun, but I couldn't play it because it looked horrible. It felt horrible. It looked like it should have been early PlayStation 3, maybe PlayStation 2. It's just awful. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody. Oh my god, I couldn't. I did like this first mission, and then I had to get on the back of a car, and I was just like, no, I'm done with this. It is
what's the frame rate like?
I've no idea, but it's not great. I played Just Cause 3 and thought it was fun, looked fine, ran fine. This is awful, and it was like a 54 gig download.
Yeah.
And it was, no, I wouldn't recommend it to anybody. I'm glad I did, because I was going to buy this when it came out like late last year, but I didn't, and I'm glad I didn't now, because I wouldn't have wasted my money. It's awful. And to say it's already on the Game Pass sets up there.
See, Kev, I mentioned frame rate because
you want to perpetuate them if it exists. Yeah,
you scoffed at it. Shut up.
The rational thing to do.
The frame rate in 3 was notoriously bad on consoles.
Oh yeah, notoriously.
And it was like sub 15 to 20 frames in places.
Oh my word!
Exactly.
Honestly, that is awful.
That is bad. Exactly. And I'm wondering whether they to overcompensate for the frame rate issues that they had in the last one, they have got the frame rate steady, but because of that, they have had to sacrifice graphical fidelity.
And what do they get for it? They probably won't make a 5th one because everybody hates.
No, probably not, because I imagine it's on a decline anyway. The
3rd one did good enough for them to make a sequel to it. This one didn't. Checkmate, atheists.
What?
So, what frame rate would you have liked, Pab? Would 25? Would that have been okay?
No.
Frame rate?
I mean, you just got to keep adding zeros every game. It's the only
Ideally, you want 60.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're not going to get that necessarily every time.
30 is the ideal.
30 is an acceptable standard, but it ain't. Ideally, you want 60.
What if I want 256?
You can
frame
get
rate,
that, but
you need a fairly chunky PC.
I personally prefer my frame rate to be an odd number.
I'm sure you do.
Well, you can cap it on some games. You can cap it to certain numbers on certain games.
Well, like with a Fedora or something.
No,
when we're down in London for Comic-Con, because I assume you can't be bothered to come to Res, you monster.
No.
When we're down in London for Comic-Con, I want to do the video game equivalent of the Coke Pepsi test, and someone's going to have to talk me through how I can do this, because obviously frame rate doesn't exist, so I know nothing about it.
It does
but
exist.
I want to show the same game to Pab with 3 different frame rates, and I want to see if he can tell the difference.
Not just the difference. He's got to be able to tell you what the frame rate is, and if he's within, if he's further than 25 out, he needs to get kicked in the groin.
No, I'm confident that if we had, I don't know, let's say
action games, if you've got to get Just Cause 3 is a blow up, just be silly, and you need the frame rate to handle that.
Let's say we had 45, 60, 75 as 3 options. I don't think you could tell me which one was highest.
Yeah. I could tell you which one is the lowest.
Yeah.
That's not what he said, Pam. That's the opposite of what he said.
But if you say,
someone sort me out the footage.
If you say 15, 30, and 60, I could do that.
Yeah, but that's like saying. I mean, I would acknowledge. I would acknowledge if you're only showing 2 images a minute, you're probably going to notice there's not much animation going on. You're not going to get a console game that's doing 15 frames a second, are you?
I just did. I just mentioned. No, you didn't. Just Cause 3 will hit as low as 15 frames a second in places.
Right. Someone sort me out with what I need to do to catch Pab out. We'll put it on the channel as a video. That'll be a novelty for you. When was the last time we put an actual video on this channel? But it will be the Pab's Diet Coke taste test. And then when I win, you're never allowed to mention frame rate on the show again. And if you win, I will go to EGX wearing a T-shirt that says I like 60 frames per second or whatever.
These are all advice because you never follow through.
How dare you? When was the last time I challenged Pab to a Diet Coke taste test?
I think you'll find Kev's opinion is entirely follow through.
He does not. I got him them peppers, and he said he'd do it if he got so many subscribers. I still see them peppers still on his desk.
Oh, you're straight. I threw them away a year ago.
Oh no!
You wimp.
I'm not eating peppers. I've got high blood pressure. I looked it up. I could have died. I would have been at danger of having a stroke. I don't think I'm going to have a stroke if I wear a T-shirt saying I only like 60 frames a second, or I don't know, some nerdy equivalent. Ow! I've just trapped my finger in the table. Ow!
Tables are notoriously flat surfaces. How have you done that?
Yeah. It's talk amongst yourself. I need to suck my hand.
What else have you played, Anna? Or Pab? I forget whose turn it was.
Anna, go ahead.
What have I played? I think that's it. I don't quite remember.
You must have had something else new in the last 2 weeks. You're always getting new games arrive.
No, I got Metro 3 weeks ago. I got this today. I didn't buy Devil May Cry. I was going to buy it, but I wanted Kev to play it because I can't play these games because they annoy me. But Kev's quite good at them. But he wanted it on the Xbox. I was like, no.
Well, my point was I haven't even started Bayonetta 2 yet. I really don't need another of the same game.
I know, but I would get it on the PlayStation because my PlayStation is 4K and would look prettier. I know you say you can't tell, but I can. I like Game Pass for what it is, but I would only go to that if I was that bored, and I would rather play them games on my PlayStation. If I had an X, maybe, but no. So I didn't buy Devil May Cry. I don't think anything else has come out that I'm interested in. I think now I'm just waiting for May. When Rage
May?
Yeah, May. I've got a lot of work to be doing.
You sounded as if there was something before May that you should be waiting for.
No, I just realised what is out next week and is not up your street.
No.
Sekiro.
Oh, I've heard about this. Is a Dark Souls thing, isn't it?
It is. See, so now I will go and watch that. I won't play it because it will annoy me, but I'll go and watch someone play that because I like the look of it. I like how the game plays, but I will not play them games because they just annoy me. I had one, I can't remember what it was called, but it was like, it started in England and you were a prisoner, and I loved the style, I loved the look of it, and I played it and I was like, no, because I had Boomerang Games for a couple of months, and I was like, no, I can't deal with this kind of gameplay, but I will go and watch. I've watched people play through Dark Souls, the Bloodborne. I've watched all of them. I just can't play them because they annoy me. I'd rather watch someone else who's edited it together, or even if they haven't edited, I will watch them because I can't play them. But they're lovely. They're so nice to look at. But
yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I mean, it's the same way I don't like playing horror games. I'll watch someone play a horror game, but I don't want to be playing it. I don't want to play Resident Evil 2. I've watched multiple playthroughs of it now with multiple different people.
Sheepdog.
Yeah, I stupidly bought that game because I played the demo. I thought, oh, this is great. Didn't realise that big monster just follows you constantly, and after that, it's like, no, I cannot play something that's after me all the time. It freaks me out, and you can't kill him.
I thought you were saying my name, but I was.
Do you sit and watch people playing games on the internet?
I don't even look at people on the internet.
No, I don't understand it. I do worry that
you make a living out of it, Kev.
You.
Yeah, but mine's different because.
No, it isn't.
No, it is. It is.
Makes a story out of it.
Yeah, there's nobody watching my videos who doesn't also play the game. People are watching for the story. They're not watching to see what Football Manager's like. They're watching for the story of my save.
But I'm watching a lot. See, I've watched someone play. I think I've watched 2 full playthroughs of it now.
But why?
It's a lot of the personalities as well. The personality of the people in it as well.
You should have spent that time editing the jingle a bit better, mate.
Why don't you have a go, Sheepdog, and then come back to me next week?
Yeah,
I've got better things to be doing, mate. No, okay.
But the whole thing does fascinate me a little bit. This whole watching Let's Plays, it fascinates me.
Honest to God, that is. I feel like I watch maybe 2 or 3 programs a year on general TV. Other than that, it's just YouTube and Netflix.
But there's so much on YouTube that's not Let's Plays. That's what.
No, but that's what I watch. Though I watch Let's Plays. I watch Minecraft. If you enjoy
it, who cares?
No, I know. I don't get it.
To be fair to Pat, my son watches a guy just open cards, Pokemon cards usually, but other stuff too, and it's weirdly comforting. Like a couple of times he's got to turn it off, and I'm like, no.
I get that more than I get watching someone play a Dark Souls game.
Yeah, but I don't want to play it, but I want to watch it.
Yeah, it's probably just too hard, so letting them do it. I lied, actually. I watched someone do some impossible levels of Mario Maker because I was fascinated that that was another thing Ollie was doing, was he was watching like the guy just keep doing it. He'd die, he'd start again, he'd die. So he'd edit it into a 25-minute story / video, but he would have spent like 6 or 7 hours, if not a week or 2, doing the level to try and be the only. He'd find levels that had only been done by the person that made them, and then he'd try and figure out how to do them. And that was quite fascinating. And he got a lot of hits, but I don't know, just following a story of a game. I don't know.
But that's the thing. It's not just like it's not like if it's just like a silent like playthrough. It's the what the people who are playing it put into it as well. That's part of it for me. I enjoying like the conversation, because it's not like I'm just watching one person play the game through. I'm watching. It's like a group of people play the game. So it's like listening to the conversation and the banter that's going on between them. Banter. What the hell? I can't believe I said that.
Is it banterific?
I don't know that is that a thing.
To be fair, I know what you mean, because I tried to do that with Freedom Planet and with FTL and lacked the banter. I couldn't bring the banter, so
I think you bring bants, not banter, Sheepdog. That's where you've gone wrong. You got to bring the bants.
It wasn't mad bants. It was just kind of I don't know,
bad bants,
watery bants. Battery biscuit bants, is that a thing?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Anyway, I have been playing some other games. I have once again double dipped on a.
You're such a pervert. Don't ever say that again.
Some people triple dip. So.
On the continent.
I haven't done that yet.
Yes, you have.
I have done, but not with
3.
No, I mean, I've got it on everything. I've got it on PS4, Xbox, PC, and Switch.
Yeah, quadruple dip.
Yep. And I'd buy it again on mobile.
Living in the future.
I have been playing more Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And it's really good. It's really, really
Anna's
good.
The one who asked why, because I feel like I'm going to get a reputation as misery guts if I keep asking why.
I really like this game. I like this game. It's a good Assassin's Creed game.
That's no compliment.
What do you mean? It's better than a bad Assassin's Creed game.
It's a really nice murderer.
The boat stuff. The boat stuff is the worst bit of it. I'll admit that after getting to
Is that the Odyssey? Is the one with the
Greece one in Greece?
Is that the one that before the one that's on out now?
No, it's the current one. It's the current one.
Oh, is there boat things in that?
There was boat things in it, and the boat things are tedious. And you can hire generals and captains to your boat.
I honestly feel like if one person had spoke out against boats back in the original day, then there wouldn't be a thing now.
People love it.
People like it. They're making a game just based on that premise of the boats.
Yeah, or Boat Face, or whatever it was called.
So it's Skull and Bones or something like that. They're making it an actual pirate boat game.
Yeah, but they won't just finish the story for those of us who loved the early games. Oh, I hate the world.
So I've played the obligatory 4-hour pre-title card island again. I did that. I was like, I forgot all about this. The title card comes in after playing an entire 4 hours of the game, and I'm like, oh yeah. And then I got past a certain point where you meet the Wolf of Sparta, and he's some revelations about him, and then
is he just a businessman that does really well?
The Wolf of Sparta.
Yeah.
His business is deaf, so he's pretty good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hits his target each month.
He is meeting his targets. Yeah, his sales figures are through the roof.
How much cocaine does he do?
Cocaine? I don't necessarily think cocaine was about in the
it was
ancient Greece days.
I bet they were all huffing it down.
Well, he didn't have a white mustache when I met him, so I don't know.
You need to know his ethnicity.
Does one huff cocaine?
I don't know how one consumes drugs. I'm so pathetic.
So yeah, there's something about this game. I'm not even necessarily. When I was playing it on the Xbox, I was feeling like I'd rather go back and play Origins. I feel like Origins is a better game, and I still think Origins is a better game. But there's just so much to do in this game. It's kind of bonkers, and I know people took that as a negative. And right now, it's great. And I know the game can be an 80-hour slogfest because of the amount of just filler that's in there. And I will probably reach that point and probably stop playing it. But at the minute, I am really enjoying just going back to this game every now and then, just doing an hour every night or something like that, and just taking out an outpost, taking out a complete castle, and just because that's just what I do. I just spend the hour just calculating how I'm not going to get seen, and I play it all. I play it all stealth. I don't play it like going gung ho and just take everyone down.
You can't. You'll die.
Yeah, there's so many people. There's so many people. It's kind of fun. But it's really you're right, Anna, because I think somebody saw me in one of the castles. I didn't know they'd seen me. And then I was like, why is the torch lit? Why are these guys got torch symbols above the head?
That's the first thing I do is I look at where I'm going and then I take out that light.
Yeah, I sabotage. I did it. They put it out after a while because I was like, I don't understand why these guys have got torches above their head. There's like another 10 guys in there. I was like, there's loads of people in here. So I waited for it to all calm down, went back in, sabotaged the thing. I went, right, go on, lads. Go on. I was like egging them on, go and trigger it. Go and trigger the alarm again. And they did, and it just all blew up, and I was like, that's perfect. So yeah, I am thoroughly enjoying it, and I didn't realise this was a thing you could do. You can, when you have all the gear and stuff, it's a proper loot game now, isn't it?
So there is some drugs in it then.
Yeah, so you get all the different, like your helmets and your armor and your shields and all that sort of thing, can't you? So all your appearance stuff, you can change what it looks like, even but wear the same. You know what I mean? So you would have. So I like the one where you've got the hood on, like a proper assassin. You would have the hood on, but I've got a much better helmet, which is like a proper Roman Spartan helmet, like a big old one with a big peacock, like frilly thing on top. And I was like, I don't really like that. I don't like that, but the stats are better on that thing. But so I can change it to look like the hood, so my appearance can remain how I want it to be, but I can keep the stats on and keep changing the loot that I get. I just thought that was really cool. I didn't notice that when I was playing on Xbox. I was like, perfect. I'm not wearing stupid outfits anymore. I can wear what I want my Cassandra to look like, and it's great. I just really am enjoying it. So yeah,
splendid.
Yeah. Do you want to know what else I've played?
I'd love to, Pab, because I haven't played anything, and I dare say Sheepdog's in the same boat as me. So please, keep talking.
I have, for the record, been playing the games I already spoke about, and I've had a weird one where we've we've got a new like person that I have to associate with at work. He doesn't work with us. He's like from another place, but he knows I like games, and I don't think he particularly plays them that much. So his efforts to kind of show me that he gamed was introducing me to Mario Run, which I was like, I've played. It's an app. It's kind of a commonly known app, yes. But he showed me how friggin' enormous it is now. So I downloaded it and been tapping away at that all week because actually it is ginormous. I didn't realise how much stuff was in it now. It's almost like you can't judge an app by the week it was released and the very minimal stuff they've done. But yeah, I just thought that was worth a very quick mention because I was a little bit surprised actually that it is rather large. Carry on, Pab. The Sheepdog's hot take.
Okay.
Old game. All right.
I've bought Trials Rising again on it PC.
Why?
Because it was just getting on my nerves.
You have too much money.
It was yes and no. It was
it's considered drugs, Pab.
It was in a sale for £15 instead of 20 on the Ubisoft store, and then I got an extra 20% off that because of for using 100 Uplay points or something like that, you get an extra 20% off. So
I have so many of them.
I was like, well, why wouldn't I do that then? So
Yeah.
for sure, I got it.
The game. That would be the obvious reason.
But
just wait for the next one.
I was just like,
game. I mean, not Trials.
It's just so grimy on the Switch. It's just awful to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my word!
Do you think that as well? And it's not just me
Yeah,
imagining
I hate it.
It's just so bad, and it just annoys the hell out of me.
It's just a motorbikey game. I don't understand what you're expecting.
If it was just a motorbikey game, it'd be fine. But when it's like looks like a PS2 game,
which it doesn't.
It does. It really isn't great. And
you have really weird eyes.
The amount of times I just want to stop the podcast and read The Emperor's New Clothes to you. Just read the full story. Goodness me.
Yeah, I don't think you remember how bad PS2 games would have looked.
Well,
and even then, we thought they were amazing.
Dock your Switch and play Trials Rising, you'll see it.
I have done, and I thought it was fine.
It's not good at all. It's like if it's not a PS2, it's like a mobile game. It's not good at all.
But Kevin loves the Switch. Like, I love
the Switch as well, and I've got it on Switch, so I could. It's all right undocked. When you're on the little screen, it's not too bad. But when you put it in the big screen, it's just like, oh, this is just.
I've only played, and no, I've played it a couple of times handheld, but most of my playthrough has been on the telly, and at no point have I thought it looks bad, not even for a second.
Yeah, it is bad. It's not. Saying that, I got it on the PC, booted it up, and I was playing it for probably about 20 minutes, half an hour. I was like, why does this not look amazing? This looks. What's
wrong with you? I was like, Are you sure you don't need glasses? Are you sure if you just invested some of that money in a bloody eye test, you wouldn't be better off?
It's fine.
You lunatic.
Right. So I looked at it. I was like, why is this not right? And then I looked, and it turns out it put everything on the lowest settings. It didn't even have it in the full resolution of my monitor. It was just like, just do it in 1080. It'll be fine. And we'll put everything on low. I was like, what is going on? So I went, turned it on set, turned everything up, put the right resolution on, and it's nice looking now. It's nice and pretty looking, and it's crisp and clean. That's what I wanted from it, because it just, like I say, it was just bugging me.
You know what's bugging me? I laughed so hard a minute ago that my glasses have actually fallen off, and now I can't find them. And I'm worried to move my feet in case I stand on them. They're on the floor.
Are you literally being serious?
2 pair of glasses you'll be buying, Pab.
So yeah, I mean, it's not. I've got people playing it on the PC, so I've got people to
what, for you,
like race. No, like other people that have played the game. So unlike you, Kev, who I can't compare my times with because you won't sign into your account because you're a buffoon.
Remember the login.
Yeah, and just there's a little button called "Forgot Password." Just sort it out.
I'm under my desk looking for my glasses.
So yeah, I have continued to play Trials Rising, and Trials Rising is I'm considerably better at it the second time playing for all of them. Now I know what I'm doing. Instead of just bumbling around, I am considerably better at it. So I'm happy with that.
Because basically to get better at it.
I talked about.
Sorry?
Hold on.
While he's shouting, I'm talking. Did you find it got better because you went and spent 50% more on it? Is that what you're saying, or 100% more on it?
No. It's just that I got better at it. I've not reached anywhere near.
Have you got past the horrible bit that I talked about?
No, I unlocked the level. I didn't play it yet. I found it's in Siberia. Is it something like that?
Yeah, I've not really gone back to it.
It's like a tournament one, isn't it? The arena one. I unlocked it, but I didn't play it. So yeah, I might have a go on the Switch one. I did actually. Somebody messaged me on Twitter and went, "Add me on Switch. I can see if it's like Ubisoft friends or Switch friends." And then he messaged me back saying, "Yep, there you go, got your times and stuff." So it is. I'm wondering whether it's a Nintendo Online thing that you. Have you got Nintendo Online? You haven't, have you, Kev?
I have.
You have?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's not that then. I thought it might have been that might have been prohibiting you to see online things.
He likes that Tetris game.
I do not.
Oh, do you?
No, I hate that
do.
Tetris game. I think that Tetris game would be lovely if it was just single player.
You just want
I like
Tetris.
that Tetris game.
Yeah, I just want Tetris. That's exactly what I want. Tetris. I was playing Super Mario Bros. 3 on it the other day on the NES thing. That was quite good fun.
Yeah. I've not played the NES stuff since launch. There's all sorts of games gone on there now, hasn't there?
It was a lot of stuff.
Yeah. There's all sorts.
Is that just you get online and then it's all free, or
it's included in the price of the
monthly?
It's like 15 quid for the year, isn't it?
Yeah,
15 quid for the year or something like that.
Yeah,
Can you buy access via Amazon?
There must have been 40 or 50 NES games on there.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
I'm sure Pab vomited at the graphics and the frame rate.
They're classics.
Oh,
so they're allowed to have poor graphics and poor frame rate.
They weren't even PS2 standard.
I mean, pixel-based graphics are much different to like polygon graphics.
You just shut the bed again, ain't you? It's all.
So that is factually right.
Yes,
I know I can't womp at you because he's not allowed. But don't defend him.
It's not allowed.
Don't defend him.
Why?
Because I can't abuse you. You're like a human shield for him. It's just not allowed. You're off limits.
Sheepdog.
I've still got the scars. What do you want?
All right, bloody hell.
Well, you said my name with such
calm down. Stop being so Larry and get talking about what you're supposed to be talking about.
I was going to ask if he's been playing Pokemon Go.
No, it's winter.
You just want to play that music, don't you?
No.
It's the Equinox event tomorrow. Andre Quasar's out for the weekend.
Pokemon music. Excellent.
Yeah.
What do any of those words you just said mean, Sheepdog?
I don't know. I think it's officially spring tomorrow, so they've got an event.
Oh, that means I can start playing Pokemon again.
And they're bringing out Rayquaza for St. Patrick's Day again.
What is a Rayquaza when it's at home?
It's a giant green dragon snake thing.
Interesting.
So yeah, it's one of the best Pokemon you can fight with. So getting it in your team would be a good idea. You should probably go into town and play it over the weekend.
I'm in town tomorrow.
He goes to town tomorrow.
There you go. Try and do some raids. Just look for
I've only got like 60 raid passes.
I bought some earlier because I've got like 15, so I can be up. I'm in Essex, so I'm going to be raiding my face off. But yeah, it's a big deal that it's back because it's one of the best Pokemon, and they've been holding it at bay for ages.
So, what time do I have to do this tomorrow?
It'll be like straight away from the morning until Monday sometime. So at any point over the weekend.
Well, I'll reinstall the game then.
There you go.
Now it's spring, and I'll play it until November again.
They've released like 100 more, I think, since you last touched it. So you can go and get them all in the next week, like you did before. Even though I've spent 6 months grinding through it.
Yeah, I'm determined to prove that there's no need to play it all year round.
I like playing it all year round. I like to know I've got them all caught.
The music stopped. We've got to stop talking about it.
Your allocated time is over, Sheepdog.
No, it's fine. That's allowed. I think next next time move your piano further away from the microphone.
I'll try.
Yeah,
not much room in here though.
Distracting. Yeah, I mean, I assume it was you playing and not Elton John this week.
No, just me.
Yeah. Okay,
it was good. Next week, play something different though. I want a different Pokemon song every week.
Oh my word! Don't tempt me, because I would just drop the Pokemon theme in the background while he's talking.
that'd be awesome. I'd sing along.
I wouldn't know how it. I wouldn't know it.
You get copyright strikes on these things, probably.
On YouTube, you would, yeah.
Yeah, good point.
That's a good point.
Oh, yeah, they copyright struck me because a bloody Santa's sleigh went by playing a Boyzone song while I was filming my kids talking to Santa. Yeah. And I had to bloody fill in all sorts of nonsense. I was very surprised and outraged. I mean, the good people of Boyzone should just let me promote their music.
Catch a Pokemon like never before with all new AR+.
Oh, yeah, you can take pictures of them around your house.
You did that before, couldn't you?
Stick the music back on. But basically, no, there's like a special camera mode in it now. So they're real size. So if it's a giant Pokemon, it will take up literally you have to step back in your room as far back as you need to go. It's like it's in the room. So you have a picture of Anna standing next to Mewtwo and see how short she is compared to Mewtwo.
Just loads of green stuff, leaves and stuff.
No, that's not AR Plus. You need to put the AR Plus mode on. You've just got an AR mode, I think. Oh no, that's catching. Turn that off. Go into your items and click your camera, and it will say which Pokemon you want to photograph.
Catching a rabbit.
If you take a picture enough times, like it happens at random, a Pokemon will photobomb you. His name's Smeargle, and he copies the move of the Pokemon you were taking a picture of, and that's the only way to catch him. So if you keep taking pictures, he'll pop up randomly and learn the moves.
Interesting. I might do that now.
It's been upgraded.
A couple of weeks back, I sat there for 4 hours trying to get it to work, and it turned out it was bugged. And I didn't just give up like a normal person. I sat there till about 1 a.m. just trying to catch it. And Claire kept saying, "What are you doing? Just go to bed." And I was like, "No, it's one I don't have." Basically, because it's the last one of Gen 2 that you could get. And so it was a gap in my deck. So I just thought, I'm just going to keep going till I get it. I want it, damn it.
Well, if these are the right size, this bunny thing that I just caught is smaller than a 50p piece.
No, you've got it in the wrong mode. Hang on. You have to go into your settings, probably. Let's have a look. Settings. AR Plus, yeah. You have that ticked.
Pokemon. So if I pick a big fat Pokemon.
Because I took a picture of the giant sloth one just lounging around on my bed. Thought it was quite funny.
Right, I've got my Snorlax. Let's see how big he is. Why is it not doing anything? Slowly look around a flat open area with... I haven't got a flat open area. It's my desk.
That's because you've got to let him out your ball. He's not going to, withstand falling out onto a bloody non-flat area.
What a stupid bear. Apparently I'm too close.
Well, that's what I mean. He's big. You'd have to do something little with it, like a Caterpie or something.
No, stupid game. Uninstall. I'll be back next year.
That's not the only thing you can do with it.
That used 2% of battery in that time as well.
Really?
Yes. Anyway, any more video games to discuss?
Not me.
Not really. Unless you want to talk about more Fortnite.
No, thanks.
Okay.
I can live without talking about Fortnite.
I've been getting onto all of the companies for MGPX, and they've all responded saying try again in a couple of months. So just to let you know, just quite funny.
So if there's no raffle prizes, it's Sheepdog's fault. That's what he's.
Oh no! They all said to me, we'll have some stuff nearer the time. Come back. So I've set reminders. They're all very communicative. So I reckon I feel a lot better than I did when I was sending the emails and thought, no one's going to give us anything. I reckon we'll be all right.
Excellent. And if we don't have anything at all, I will provide. I've got 3 Kofi Kingston figures, so I'll put one of them in. There you go.
And you can get your photo taken with Mewtwo for free.
There you go. Photo taken with you two, apparently.
Yeah, Bono's going to be there.
Excellent.
Unless he gets vertigo.
Oh my god,
that was bad.
That made my eye twitch.
Good.
Oh, I feel dizzy. Right, let's wrap this bad boy up. I feel like I've conversed for long enough. I have things to do and places to be. If you like using the internet, you can use it on a website called Twitter, whereupon you can find us at MGUK Podcast, or you can find me at Lalujo.
And I'm at RB6K, where I'll be cracking jokes like that Bono one.
I'm at Miss Lalujo, where I won't be cracking any jokes.
And I'm at Pab 1986.
And there's other places you can find us too, but I'm all for you figuring them out for yourself. Use your internet sleuthing skills. See how many places you can find us. If you can find the Mature Gamer Podcast in 8 different locations before sunset on the Saturday this episode is released, Pab will post a selfie of himself onto the Twitter as a little bonus Pab selfie. Won't you?
Good luck, folks.
There you go. He'll be smiling. You'll have to guess the frame rate of the photo.
You should get a picture with Frogman69. Was that on the show last week?
The week before? It was. I think that was.
Right.
No.
That was a whole evening of nonsense after the show.
Yeah.
Just look up Frogman69.
See you next week, boys and girls.
Have a good week.
Bye.
Thanks for listening, folks.